Yo, what's good, y'all? It's your boy Tweedy. So yesterday, there were posts on Reddit from a really credible user named Fate Unknown, who has gotten like every time he posts something, it's right. And he said that Chaos Reigns did not sell well, and so because of that, they're not going to do any more DLC for MK1. Now that caught fire, right? Like every news gaming site was posting about it. It was trending on Twitter to the point that if your Twitter blue, it had like a trending description where Twitter had like a description for it for the event of people talking about this. And yeah, it looked pretty legit. He said that sales weren't good, so they canceled the future DLCs. As we know, Ed Boon said they were going to continue supporting and continue doing expansions, but it looks like that's not the case. It looks like it didn't sell well enough. And then because of all the attention, Fate Unknown made one final post where he went into it a little bit more. So let's go ahead and check that out. Okay, so Fate Unknown said, "The end. Hello, you may have seen recently I gave the news that MK1 DLC has been canceled. This is spread further than the MK community and I do not want the attention, so I'm stepping away from leaking. I was going to stay around until Conan and T1000 were done, but I'm going to end it now. I will not have info on future NRS games. For my final post, here's further info about the canceled DLC. First, Chaos Reigns sales were not the only reason. There were multiple reasons the team was pushed to move on, but the sales were just the big reason. The NRS team really wanted to do the DLC and are not happy about it, but they have no choice." Okay, so here's the thing, right? A $50 DLC was never going to sell good. Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree was $40, and FromSoft is the most trusted company when it comes to DLC. And even that had people like, man, that's steep, but I guess I'll buy it. So NRS, even though MK has a lot of loyalty, people will buy the game, but they're not going to buy a $50 DLC. And also, here's another thing that I want to say. I don't think this means it's over for NRS. I think this just means they're moving on to the next game. Because one thing you got to understand is WB is in huge debt, and the only two game companies making money for them right now are NRS and the Hogwarts Legacy devs. Because MK1 did sell great, and so did the cosmetics. And there was even an earnings report, an earning call that was public where they said that NRS games and the Hogwarts Legacy devs are the only profitable ones for them. So yeah, the games themselves sell good, and so do the microtransactions. They're kind of scummy, but whatever. So I think what they're gonna do is they're probably gonna move on to Injustice 3 while keeping the microtransactions going in MK1. And then once Injustice 3 comes out, that's gonna have microtransactions everywhere. So we're just gonna have two games, MK1 and Injustice 3, where it's a free-to-play mobile game where it's microtransactions everywhere and stuff like that. I think that's how it's going to end up being. Okay, so the post continues to say, "Second, I do not know what the story stuff would have been. It did not make it far enough for me to learn anything about the details, sorry. Third, the final comment pack was meant to be 6 characters, 5 MK and 1 guest. Wow. Less guests due to a lot of reasons, but mostly as a thank you to MK fans for sticking with the game. The MK characters were Jade, Cassie, Kung Jin, Sonya, and Kano. Dang. I do not know the guests, but I'm told they wanted to give a highly requested character. That is all. Goodbye, everyone." Dang, it probably would have been Doom Guy. Who's the most requested guest left that they haven't done that's realistic? Probably Doom Guy. Probably who it would have been. Or someone like that. Dang, that sucks, y'all. That would have been a cool comment pack. It would have pleased a lot of people who are always mad at all the guests. Would have been cool to see Kung Jin back. That sucks, y'all. But yeah, I'm expecting them to move on to the next game, so they can have 2 games out there super microtransaction heavy. That seems like what would probably make WB the most money, which is all they care about right now. But yeah, this is unfortunate news, y'all. MK1 was finally starting to get in a pretty good state, I would say. So it would have been cool to get all these characters. But let me know what y'all think. For MK1, y'all. I assume all we're gonna get now from now on is this stuff. It makes sense, right? Because you got to put yourself inside the mind of WB. WB's in like crippling debt, right? So like, you got to think what makes them the most money. It's probably the initial release of the game, and then it's the skins, right? That's what makes them the most money. Because DLC is like... See, here's the thing about me, is like, I play MK, but I play a lot of games. I'm a casual gamer. Now, Tales of Arise is one of my favorite games of all time. They released a DLC for $30, and it wasn't even that big of a DLC. I didn't buy it. Like, DLCs are like a hard sell for a lot of people. Especially because, like, you gotta understand another thing, too. MK fans are like old heads, right? Like, nostalgia heads. And, like, nostalgia heads don't like DLC. Like, we'll buy a $20 DLC. We'll buy maybe a $30 DLC. I bought Chaos Reigns because it's, like, my job to play MK and stream at YouTube. But, like, DLC's a hard sell, man. So, $50, like, they were tripping with that. I don't know why. Here's what probably happened. They saw Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree sell for $40. And they were like, we're MK. We can beat that. We can hike it up even more. But no, it's like, the only reason Shadow of the Erdtree sold for $40 is because FromSoft delivers every time with DLC. And the Elden Ring DLC was anticipated for so long. And even then, if you read comments about Elden Ring's price and stuff like that, the DLC, people were like, oh, I've been waiting for this forever, but I'm going to hold out. Like, even they lost some sales from hiking it up to 40. So NRS hiking it up to 50 was just fucking... Well, not NRS, WB. Hiking it up to 50 was just insane. But the base game of MK1 sold well, especially for not being on the old consoles. And the skins are selling well, right? So I think what they're going to do is they're going to push Injustice 3 out. Like, they're going to make them rush it. Like, the game's going to come out in a super rush state. And then day one, it's going to be like, $5 here for this Batman skin. $5 here for this Harley Quinn skin. $5 here for this official Penguin from the Penguin Show skin. You know what I mean? I think that's what they're going to do. Honestly. Yeah, I believe it, Zeno. I think it's true. I think it's true, y'all. Yeah, $50 was too steep for a DLC. Yosuke Rampage. It sucks we're not going to get those characters. What were the characters that they were supposedly going to do? It was, what happened? So if you want to read, like, the concise version of what happened, hit !end, and it's a screenshot breaking it down. That guy who posted that is, like, the most credible, like, source for stuff like that. Like, he is never wrong. Also, like, Ed said a few months ago, but apparently they changed their mind, like WB, whenever Chaos Reigns didn't sell well. Not gonna believe until official confirmation by NRS. You'll probably be waiting a while then. Dude, why is NRS the worst at communicating? I mean, we know why, right? It's because, like, people were explaining on Twitter, like, it's like there's a string of people at WB to NRS where it's like, this guy has to say it's okay to post this, then this guy, then this guy, then this guy, and then they can make a tweet. You know what I mean? It's not like you see with Tech and Harada can, like, just tweet out, like, I'm sorry about the bullshit stage DLC. Like, Ed Boon could never do that. You know what I mean? Like, you could tell, like, he could only tweet something if, like, 5 people along a string in WB confirm it. And I've seen that firsthand. Whenever I was at IPS finals, we were talking to the guys who, like, ran the pro comp, and they said that, like, to get anything done with WB, it would take, like, 2 months. Like, just to get the okay on, like, some plans. Like, they would send them and it'd take, like, 2 months. So, like, for a tweet as big as, like, support is ending or support's continuing, it probably takes them like forever. Which is fucking weird. They should just let Ed Boon say whatever the fuck he wants. Like Harada. Ed Boon's too much of an OG for them to be holding him back like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we're probably going to get an announcement in the middle. Because here's the thing, this news is only making it to like hardcores, right? And like some of the casuals that watch YouTubers are going to post about it. Like, it's not going to make it to the general player base. So they're probably not going to announce it until, like, middle of next year. Middle of next year, they're going to come in and be like, we're just focused on new games, sorry. Enjoy Conan the Barbarian. Yo, what's up, Ripper Ryan? Dude, I can't get a match. Did this news kill the game? Is the game done? Dude, so Conan is who I care the least about out of the pack, but I feel like he's going to be surprisingly fun. Well, maybe not surprisingly. I'm sure some people like know he's going to be fun, but I'm just not, I don't know. I saw the Conan movie like once when I was a kid, don't really remember it. So I'm a lot more invested in like T-1000 and Ghostface. Yeah, I can't get a match, y'all. I think the game's dead. I think that news killed the game. What's the news? If you hit exclamation end, you'll get a screenshot breaking it all down. I still can't change my Twitch title, by the way, y'all. I tried a lot of things. I tried clearing my cache. Tried using a different browser. Like, none of it worked. Dude. I can't get a match. I think the game died. I think the game died overnight. Yeah, I would even take a high ping match at this point. I might cry a little bit. Interest why? Why'd you have to let MK die? Alright, it looks like we got a match. Alright, let's go. Why'd you have to let MK die? Alright, we got a match. Let's go. Let's not back down. Let's not give up.
Round one, fight.
Oh no. The trimmer mix. No. No! I waited for a match just for this to happen.
Round two, fight.
No! Hold on, that was a command grab. That was a command grab. No. That was supposed to be a command grab. Dude, does anyone else suck at those command grab inputs? I'm so bad at them. Yo, what's good, Bleeze?
He was good, Don Julian.
I'm so bad at that command grab input.